cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Bold and the Beautiful Edition. Today is Friday. Yay! April the 7th, 2023. Happy Good Friday for some of you out there. Let's jump right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. It was solid. We see Taylor, Thomas, and Steffi, and they're just like, they're happy about everything that's going on with Sheila. They say she's incarcerated, so she's in prison now. I say, whoa, she had a heart attack, and they said, come on. So she is locked up behind bars now, and they are excited about that. But Taylor wants to know, how did you feel about, Finn not, resuscitating Sheila, saving her. And she said he's a good man, and she knows that he couldn't have been able to live with himself had he not done it. So she's not mad at him for that. That's just the kind of man she is, and that's why she loves him. And Thomas is just like, Finn is never at home. She said, well, that's the life of a busy doctor. He's not at home, but I'm a supportive wife, so what it is, what it is. So then they start talking about Ridge, and they said, why are you not with Ridge tonight, Mom? And I said, please don't start this up again where it's his family with Brooke and his family with Taylor. And so she tells them Ridge is actually at Brooks. And they said, what? He's just there. This is Thomas. He's just there with his ex-wife and her family. I said, but that's what he was doing when he was married to Brooke, and he used to go over to Steffi's. He would be there with y'all and his ex-wife. Like, what's the difference? And so they're all just like, Mom, are you sure about this? And she said, Brooke and I made a pact, and we said, no, Ridge, we're gonna choose our friendship with each other over Ridge. And that's how it's just gonna be. Like, she doesn't feel insecure about it. There's other people there. She knows Brooke values their friendship, but at the end of the day, they're all grown women, so it is what it is on what they end up doing. But she's willing to trust Brooke that everything will be fine. So then we see Hope and Brooke. And at the very last minute, like, Brooke really had set the table. Hope comes over and she says, I want to spend some time alone with Liam. And she said, does this have anything to do with Thomas? And Hope lies and says it doesn't, but we all know it does. But she lies and says it doesn't. The kids are at sleepovers, so she wants to spend some time with Thomas. And so Brooke is like, I mean, with Liam. And so Brooke is like, okay, then. So then Liam comes home and Hope is there, and she's like, we're having romantic time because, the kids are at sleepovers, and I just wanted to spend some time with you and just appreciate and love on you for being so supportive as a husband, even when you were upset and we got into our little tiff today. I know, I see the love, and I know you love me and everything. Really, this girl is still feeling guilty about the way she feels about Thomas. Now, knowing that they were having this romantic time or whatever, I don't know why Thomas called her. But Thomas ends up calling her, and Liam is like, do you need to get that? And she's like, no, no, no. This is for us to focus on each other. And I just want you to know I appreciate you and I love you. So they start having romantic time with each other. And she looks at the phone and sees Thomas called. So then she starts kissing Liam harder, trying to kiss the guilt away and trying to kiss Thomas out of her memory, you know. And so she starts kissing him harder. And in the middle of doing so, she pulls back because they're getting heated, and she sees Thomas, and her eyes were like, and so Liam is like, what's the matter? What's the matter? And she was like, nothing, nothing. Is she starts grabbing on the Liam. I said, all right, girl, don't call that man Thomas while you having grown up time with him. And that's it, y'all. Oh my gosh. Let's move on. So then we see Brooke and Ridge, and he says, where's everybody at? And she said, um, Hope came over at the last minute, the very last minute, and said, I want to spend some time with Liam alone. And he said, oh, okay. So it's just the two of us. She said, yes, it's just the two of us. And then she said, but I'm glad to have you by myself. I said, Brooke. Now, Brooke, I've been defending your butt. Don't you do this. So they sit down, and she called him a hero, and she bought food from El Giardino that salad looked really good. But she bought food from El Giardino, and they're all, enjoying each other and laughing and reminiscing. And they bring up RJ because y'all know RJ is supposed to be coming back to get his parents back together. But anyways, they bring up RJ and stuff. I said, y'all ain't talking about him. And since I've been watching this show, I haven't heard them talk about him. And so they're reminiscing and thinking about that old thing. You know how they go. And so then, they get close or whatever. But he tells Brooke, he said, you go ahead and go upstairs because it's late, right? And he said, you can go upstairs. I'm going to finish drinking my wine if it's okay. And then I'm going to leave. And she said, okay. So Brooke goes upstairs or whatever, right? Child, she come back down in a little lingerie. I ain't like now. I do like lingerie, but I didn't like that. I don't know. It's just like I don't know if it was the color, it was the design. I didn't really like what she had on, but she comes back downstairs in her lingerie, but it has a little jacket. I mean, it might as well not have had a jacket. She wasn't using it to cover up. And Reg is still down there, and it looks like it's been a while because he is falling asleep. And he said when she came down, she was startled to still see him still there. And she said, he was like, what are you doing? And she said, I came down to I remembered that the candles were still light. And he said, I told you I was gonna take care of it. But she was like, I didn't think you was still gonna be here. And he said, I must have fell asleep. He nodded off. He still got the same wine in his hand. And so she going around burning the candles. He said, you sleeping in that? And she said, yeah, what's wrong with it? He said, lucky sheets. And I said, oh God, here we go. Here we go. So they doing, I said, Brooke, cover yourself up. You used to be in those sheets. I said, girl, not too long ago. I said, girl, please stop this. And so they all up on each other and doing all the and earlier when she had went to bed, they hugged and she said, I said, Brooke, see, that's why Stephanie called you the slut of the valley. Cause god dang, you just made this pact with Taylor and look at you. And so, anyways, she all in her lingerie and they going all close, and Ridge trying to go in for a kiss, and she stopped him and she said, I made a pact with Taylor. He said, I know, and everything. And so then all of a sudden, her coat to her lingerie piece drops. I said, girl, yeah, that was a bold and beautiful day. I said, Brooke, you can't keep no type of girl code. Now, see, this is girl code because she and Taylor both agreed to this. If she and Taylor were not like such good friends and weren't giggling every time you see him, I could understand if Brooke was like, I want my husband get back, girl. But no, y'all made a pact that y'all gonna leave this man alone. So that's why it's breaking girl code. But she didn't do it. Technically, she didn't do anything, but she could have just as easily been like, Taylor, come on over here. The kids canceled on me. So you come on, and I would have liked for her to do that. You come on, do that. You come on over here and let's have this dinner together, and it's just be the three of us or whatever. But you running around in that blue lingerie, letting the coat drop and looking at Ridge. Hot to try, child. Just hot to try. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I will see you to Monday for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, Bold and the Beautiful Edition. It is the weekend. Be safe, be blessed. Happy Good Friday and happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. All I'm going to be doing is going to church, child, and then I'm going out of town, but I'm doing a turnaround trip. Unless the weather does something, then I'm doing a turnaround. All right, guys. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.